Today I'm going to give you a tip about the kettlebell high pull. A while ago, it was quite some time ago, I did have someone ask me to do a live on the kettlebell high pull, and I thought the timing is good because I have my advanced kettlebell ballistics workshop coming up here in Las Vegas on Sunday, November 10th. So that's in a month, and the early bird ends in 2 weeks from tomorrow. At my advanced kettlebell ballistics workshop, I cover the kettlebell swing, clean, snatch. I do all double bells. I also cover kettlebell complexes and kettlebell chains, push press and double kettlebell push press and double kettlebell jerk. So it's a really, really awesome workshop. It's one of my most favorite workshops to teach. And so I hope if you're in the Las Vegas area or nearby that you can come and join me for that workshop. It's on Sunday, November 10th at Lifetime Athletic in Summerlin, and the early bird ends 2 weeks from tomorrow. And it's a bargain. It's a bargain price. The early bird or even the full price is a bargain. So check it out. Link is in my bio on that. So related to that, I want to talk to you about the kettlebell high pull today. Now, if you get a bunch of kettlebell instructors in a room to talk about the kettlebell high pull, they will all, I guarantee you, have different opinions about the kettlebell high pull and how it should be used and how it should be done and everything. So I'm just going to tell you how I teach it and how I use it for my students and for myself. So the kettlebell high pull, you can use it. It typically is used as a teaching tool to help to tame the arc of the kettlebell snatch. So it's typically a movement that I will teach to my students so that they learn how to start to tame the arc, so that eventually when they transition into the kettlebell snatch, they already have that part of it down. Now, a while ago, I posted a video of me doing a double, it was a slow-mo video of me doing a double kettlebell front squat. And in that video, the reason why I posted is I wanted to show the kettlebell mid-pull for the clean. So the high pull is the same thing, the high pull is as to the snatch as the mid-pull is to the clean. So if you look at when you go to clean, and if you can find that slow-mo video on my profile, you'll see I slowed it down so that you can see as I'm about to clean, this happens. I do a mid-pull to tame the arc, and then I clean the bells into the rack position. So very similar for the kettlebell snatch. When you're going to snatch the bell, there is a high pull that happens here before you punch the ceiling, right? This high pull that happens here helps to tame the arc of the kettlebell snatch before you punch the ceiling and finish the snatch. So when I go to teach the kettlebell high pull, first I'll have the student just drill the high pull, not as a high pull, but more just right here about shoulder height. And I typically will combine it with other movements, a kettlebell swing and a kettlebell clean, into a chain. So a chain links it's one rep of each, it links a sequence of movements, and you do one rep of each movement. So for example, a kettlebell chain would be one swing, one high pull, one clean. 3 chains would be repeating that 1, 1, 1 2 more times, right? Swing, high pull, clean, swing, high pull, clean, swing, high pull, clean. So that's actually something that I teach at my advanced kettlebell ballistics workshop, kettlebell chains. Complex is a little different. Complex is you're doing multiple reps of one movement before you move on to the next movement. So what I typically will have students do is if they're getting ready to learn the kettlebell snatch, I'll have them do the kettlebell high pull in the sequence of a chain. So say they already know the kettlebell one-hand swing, they already know the kettlebell one-hand clean. So they'll go into it and they'll do one swing and then high pull and then clean. And then with the high pull, what you want to do is you want to make sure after the backswing, you don't come out in front of you and then drive it back. After the backswing, you want to keep your arm close to your body. You want to follow your midline and then just drive the elbow back, right? So if you go out in front of you and then drive back, then what's going to happen is you're going to lose that bell. Okay, so you want to keep it close to your body after the backswing and just drive your elbow back. And you should see the bottom of the bell. The bell should end up on that drive back. The bell should be level and you should be able to see the bottom of the bell. So I'll demonstrate just the high pull and then I'll show you the chains. So the high pull, I'm just going to drive it up and back here. okay? And you'll notice how my free hand is mimicking my working hand. And that helps with the one hand swing, that helps with the high pull, helps with the snatch, it helps with the clean. So letting your free hand mimic your working hand, it helps to groove the movement that your working hand is doing. Now, if I want to add some repetition to this high pull, I will have my student do a chain. One swing, one high pull, one clean, and repeat those chains. So let's do 3 chains in a row here, right? So I'll have my student do a swing, and then a high pull, and then a clean. And then repeat it 2 more times, swing, high pull, and then clean, and then 1 more, because they're not ready to take it into that snatch yet. They just need to drill the high pull movement, right? So eventually I'm gonna replace that clean with a snatch. Now, why do I wanna combine these movements? So the kettlebell swing, it helps to drive home that your hips do the same thing during the swing as they do during the high pull. So this helps to, that swing helps to drive home that you need that hip power for the next move, and you need it to be exactly the same, right? So it drives that hip power, and then here, the kettlebell high pull helps you to practice the high pull, so you're learning, okay, I need to bend my elbow in order to tame the arc for the kettlebell snatch. And then since the student's not ready for the snatch yet, I just have them do a clean, a movement that they know. Now say they're ready, they've been practicing those swing, high pull, clean chains for some time now, and they're ready to do that snatch, right? So what I'll have them do is I'll have them practice high pulls going right here level with the shoulder, and then a little bit higher, and then a little bit higher, and then I'll have them punch the ceiling. So now they're going to be doing more of a high pull that's more applicable to directly going into the snatch in order to break the arc of the snatch, right? So this is what I'll have them do. I'll go high pull here, high pull higher, and then snatch and punch the ceiling. So high pull, I'm going to drive my elbow a little bit higher on the next one, a little bit higher on the next one, and then I'm just going to snatch, right? So that's typically how I approach the high pull with my students. First, I just get them used to that movement of driving the elbow back, right? And then once they've done that enough, say in a sequence of chains over and over again, they've had that repetition for a few weeks, then I'm like, okay, you're ready to apply that taming the arc to the snatch. So I'm gonna have you practice some different high pulls at different levels and then go right into the snatch. And then with that, if they wanna go back to the chains, then they can go back to the chain and replace the clean with the snatch. And they can do a swing, a high pull, and they can take that high pull now a little bit higher on that chain, and then they can go into the snatch as their third move. So they can switch that chain up, and then they can progress it. And to take that chain even further, which is something that you'll learn at my advanced kettlebell ballistics workshop, you can take it to doubles, double swings, double high pull, double snatch. So I hope that helps you to understand a little bit more the reason for the kettlebell high pull. And again, that's how I teach it, how I apply it to my students. You will hear different opinions from different kettlebell instructors as to how they use the kettlebell high pull and what they do with the kettlebell high pull. So again, my advanced kettlebell ballistics workshop is on November 10th here in Las Vegas at Lifetime Athletic. Link is in my bio, and early bird ends 2 weeks from tomorrow. Have an awesome Saturday, and I will see you here live really soon. Bye.